Hey, what's going on everybody? Keith with the Tulsa Moto Club. Today we're going to make some foot pegs with the KZ250. Alright, so jumping right into it, these are the original foot pegs that came with the KZ250. They're a little big and bulky and I don't really like them, and the rubber's kind of torn up, so I want to make my own. The idea is to use the existing hardware that's already on this peg, take it out and mount it into this block of wood, out of which I'll turn a couple new foot pegs from. First thing we need to do is get the rubber off this foot peg. Now I tried just pulling it off and it didn't really work too well, so I got a saw and I just cut the rubber right off. The reason that rubber was so hard to take off was because there's a lot of different little metal tabs on the metal peg itself. We'll take care of those later. Now before we get too far into the project, we're going to clean both these pegs off with the degreaser spray and an old toothbrush. That way we have a nice clean work surface to start off with. Now those metal tabs that are all on the peg, they're going to be in the way since I'm using wood. So what I'm going to do is get my angle grinder out and I'm going to grind all that off and make the peg as round as possible. Here we have it, a nice round finished peg. Should slide into the wood just fine. Next we have to take the stock that I've got and cut a few blanks from it. This is what we'll use to turn our pegs with. Now that I've got the blank cut out, I'm going to mount it onto the lathe and start turning it. I'm not going for a real intricate turning design at all, just making it into a round stock and maybe a couple lines to add some design to it. Once I get it turned to the desired shape that I want, I start running it through the sanding grits, starting at 100 grit all the way to 600 grit. And here's what we're left with. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. I think it looks great, and all that's left to do is put the metal peg inside and get it mounted on the bike. Unfortunately, when I went to put the metal peg inside, it cracked the wood. The problem here is that the metal peg has a lot of different angles to it and it's not perfectly round. It's going to have different dimensions at each side, which just causes a bad fit. So the new plan is to cut our own pegs out of this stock round bar that I bought. It should fit a lot better since it's round, and all I have to do is cut it to the same shape as the old pegs. And here you have it, 2 finished pegs. Now we're going to turn another peg on the lathe since the old one broke and get both these mounted onto the bike. Now I did the same process with this peg, and after the sanding process I finished it with a teak oil and a wipe-on polyurethane. Now the last step is to bore a hole through the middle of it, that way we have a place to mount the metal peg inside. To mount the metal peg inside, I just used the 2-part epoxy mix and coated the peg and then just slid it right in. It's a pretty snug fit, so once it dries, it should hold on just fine. And here you have it, a finished handmade wooden foot peg. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video today. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. That helps me know what kind of content I'm putting out that you enjoy watching most. And if you have any questions about today's video, make sure to leave them in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply. Here's a couple other videos I think you might enjoy too. And if you don't want to miss out on anything I'm putting out in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. Later.